what is going on? What is going on? We are going to be making some delicious garlic baked chicken. The chicken is already in the oven. I'm going to show it to y'all in a little bit. It's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. I've probably been cooking it for about an hour and 30 minutes in the oven. This oven, I noticed, is set to a lower temp. But in the meantime, while the chicken is finishing up, we're going to get the rice, the yellow rice, and the broccoli started. Okay, we're going to get the rice and the broccoli started, and we're going to be on our way. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my hands really quick. And I just want to say, y'all, one time. Okay, so my oven at home is really, really hot. I noticed that this oven is like, it's not as hot. So we're going to get the rice on because we know the rice is going to take a minute. So we're going to get that on the way. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Emperor, how you doing? Emperor, I know you already know what's going on. My condolences to Charlie Kirk and his family. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've never heard of Charlie Kirk until everything went on today. But I have been watching the news and all that stuff. So, I'm sorry about the light, y'all. Y'all already know the situation on the road. Gotta do what I gotta do. Yes, I've been following it too. And on my other channel, I posted a short. And I'm working on a video. I'm working on a video also. Just spill some water on the floor. Yeah, it was a crazy story. I don't know if you guys saw the original video, bro. They did that man dirty. And whoever did it, they need to hurry up and find them because that ain't cool at all. You know what I'm saying? People should be able to say what they want. Except on this channel, if you're trolling, you will get blocked. People should be able to say what they want and it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I spilled some water on the floor. Let me do this. Okay, so 2.5 cups of water in there. In the pot. And like I said, we got the chicken in the oven. But they did that man dirty. Ooh. And Empress said, yeah, I saw a close-up video of him from a few feet away. Yeah, I just recently watched the video, and when I watched it, I was like, oh my gosh. This is what everybody's talking about. So we got the Zatarains yellow rice right here. Got the water in there, put the rice in there, with some butter. Bring it to a boil. And I think it's like put the lid on. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have a rice cooker. I have a rice cooker at home, so I don't gotta cook rice on the stove. So this is different for me. But yes, they did Kirk dirty, and the fact that so they got the suspects, but the person who they had arrested wasn't the person who actually did it. He just looked like a crazy old man, in my opinion. The person that they got for it, he didn't actually do it. So now whoever did it is still out there on the loose. And I don't know if y'all remember this, but they was trying to do Trump. Hold on, I gotta turn this timer off. I don't know. They was trying to do Trump the same way. If y'all remember that. And Empress said, let me see. Basically, he had the stroke before he completely slumped back. Oh, you think so? I don't know how to turn this timer off. Hell. They did him dirty though. Sure did. So we're gonna put some, we got the yellow rice in here. I'm gonna put some butter in here. I do not know how to turn this timer off. Oh man, but I saw the video. Ooh, don't even look at it, bro. And I hope that they somehow get that video taken down because this family should not have to see that. It's terrible. That makes me so mad because I was trying to turn it off. Hopefully, oh, it's okay. I see what happens. The oven automatically turns off. Okay, so while we're talking, it's still gonna be cooking. I'm gonna show you guys what seasonings I use for the chicken. That is one thing about cooking in a different spot. It's like you don't know what's going on with this, the elements, the stove and stuff. I already have a spoon up here. Okay, so we got the yellow rice, so the Zatarains yellow rice on here, some water and some butter. I'm about to add in. Give that a stir. Bring this to a boil. Put the lid on. Then we're gonna turn it down low. I'm also gonna make some broccoli over here in the pot. See, when I'm at home, I got my large frying pans that you guys can see inside of. Man, but the way they did that, man, was... And you know what's really, really sad? You know, you guys know I'm a mom, and I'm also a woman. His wife is now going to be a single mom with a 1-year-old and the other kid. I'm not sure how old they are, but they got to be like 3 or 4. She has 2 kids under 5. She's 31. He was 31 as well. So it's like, dang, y'all really took that man out just because he was saying some stuff that you don't like. And this is really unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so this is the seasoning that I got for the chicken. Well, I bought this seasoning for the burgers too, but it's Kinder's Woodfired garlic. So I put this on the chicken. I put some garlic powder, Italian seasoning, some salt and pepper on the chicken too. So it's gonna be good. And the house is smelling good. I have not, okay, so I've had home cooked meals while I've been here, of course, but I myself have not personally cooked them. So I'm going to put a little bit of butter in here and probably a little bit of water and then get the broccoli going too. But yes, I have not personally cooked the home cooked meals that I've had. I was getting treated good when I was staying with my cousin. He was over there chefing it up. Now I'm on my own. I gotta cook my food now. And yes, Emperor, I already know that when you came here, if we would have been live, Emperor would have told us the whole rundown while we was live. Because Emperor be watching the news. And moderating on a whole bunch of channels. Shout out to Emperor. Okay, we're gonna turn this rice up a little bit. Get the boil, look at the lid. Yes, the way they did him was so dirty. And it's just like, even if somebody says something you don't like, you know, all of that is kind of like over the top. You know, just block them or get them out your life or walk away from it. But to do all of that, and Emperor, who do you think did it? And the event, what I can tell, sorry, I got a lot of issues over here. From what I could tell, the event just started. So he wasn't even there for no long time. The event looked like it had just started. Dang, both these lids don't fit. The event had just started. He was on the second question. And that's when it all happened. Whoever did it, in my opinion, had that whole thing planned out. Hey, Lamar. Ooh, Empress said might have been the CEA. Or the CIA. I said the CEA. What am I talking about? You know what, Emperor? Whoever did it was trained. Because that's not no shot that a regular person can make. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not... you know what I'm saying? Like, that was definitely planned out. Emperor, you think it was the CIA? I know one thing, whoever it was, I do feel like they were going to find that person. I really do. Just, you know what I'm saying? They gonna get that person. So can y'all see real good? Okay. So we got the yellow rice on right here. So I'm gonna stir it, make sure it don't stick to the bottom. When this comes to a boil, we're gonna turn it down, put the lid on. But I love my rice cooker. And I think everybody should get a rice cooker. It's so much easier. One of the things that always happens to me when I make rice is it boils over. I hate that. So, I'm going to watch it and make sure it don't boil over, make sure you don't ask me. Put a little bit of water in here too. Said it might have been the CIA. I keep saying it wrong. So here's, we got the broccoli on. Here's the broccoli. Okay, so I was watching one of the eyewitnesses that was actually at the event, and he was saying they were on the second question, and the person was asking about, hey, El Cheapo, girl, we up here cooking. We got some baked chicken, some garlic baked chicken in the oven. We got some broccoli and some yellow rice. We're talking about Charlie Kirk. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's a conservative. I didn't know who he was until this happened. He was a conservative, and he's having an event in Utah. And unfortunately, he was shot, and it was very, very dramatic. And the way they shot that man is foul. Oh, but I was, one of the eyewitnesses was saying that they felt like it was planned. Because they had got a question, he was on the second question, and they were asking, do you feel like transgender people should be able to bear arms? And then as soon as he went to answer that, that's when he was shot. And then I did hear it was Mormontown. It was in Mormontown. I don't know who did it, but whoever did it. Look, you better be on your way out of here. Because they is mad about that. Emperor, I heard right before we got here, I was watching the news. Hey Keith, how you doing? They was talking about they might give the death penalty. I said, okay, hold up now. I don't think that's fair, because there's a lot of black people that be gunned down, and y'all don't do that at all. The person will get out in 10 to 15 years. So don't do that. But we got some baked chicken in the oven, yellow rice, and we got some broccoli that we got going. And I was like, I'm still gonna cook, because I have been planning to make this meal for a long time. I did Instacart today, and I got them to bring me the foil pans. Do y'all want me to show y'all the chicken? Okay, this is boiling, so I'm gonna turn this down pretty soon. Put the lid on. And it said 25 minutes. Y'all, I had a rice cooker, so if this rice don't come out, don't judge me. Your girl got a rice cooker. I'm very spoiled. Oh, El Chivo said I inspired her to go get an omelet. Did you feel better after you ate it? Because I feel like good food, well, when you eat good food, I feel like it makes you feel better. I really do. Did you feel better after you ate it? You know what? When El Chivo be on camera and she be eating, I instantly get hungry as hell. Because the way she be like smacking and she be sucking on the bones, she be making whatever she eat look good. Okay, she said she had a little drinky drink. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so when I was at my cousin's house, he has a bar, and I ain't gonna lie, I was in the bar. I was doing this one drink. It was like Grey Goose. And then I have like a Tampico. Tampico is kind of like Sunny D, but not as thick, and it's actually really good. Okay, so sometimes when you get the broccoli that's frozen, they have like really big chunks in there like that. I'm gonna try to break that one up when it gets a little softer. I might even put a little lid on this. Okay, I always put my lid on my rice when my water is too hot, and then I think that's why it be boiling over. I really want to put some cheese in this broccoli. And then Empress said, yeah, Tampico was a bunch of stuff mixed together. Yeah, so I did the Tampico with the Grey Goose, which is the vodka. And then he had a pineapple Bacardi over there that I like. When I go to the liquor store next, which I don't think is going to be anytime soon, I'm going to get some of that pineapple Bacardi. That pineapple Bacardi was actually good. And I mixed it with a couple of different stuff, too. And I'm going to give you a couple of drinks, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with a drink. Oh, and then we had the, my family did the tequila and tacos. And I posted like a short of that. It was a great theme. I was like, I'm going to do this. But how was y'all day been since I last saw y'all? Because I did make breakfast this morning. How was y'all day been? Okay, El Chupa said she had a sidecar and she had an omelet. What did you get in your omelet? Let me show y'all the chicken. It's smelling so good. This is like giving me flashbacks of old times. Because I ain't cooked this. I miss cooking. When I don't cook for a while, I kind of miss it sometimes. Okay, I'm going to try to... Ooh, bacon, cheese, and bell pepper. That sounds good. I had a very long day, too. I took Ava's hair out so that I can do box braids. Ava has a lot of hair. A lot of hair. And she's very, very tender-headed. Okay, y'all, I'm going to try to bring, because, can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Let me turn y'all around. Let me turn y'all around so y'all can see. Okay, can y'all see that chicken right there? It's looking real good. I'm going to pour some juice on top of it. Let me get my spoon, pour some juice on top of it. Y'all see that? I had to reposition the camera. So we're going to put this in and we're going to let this cook until everything else is ready. Just let it cook. This is called basting it. When you have your meat and then you pour a little bit of juice over. Okay, I missed something in the chat. What y'all laughing at? Y'all better not be laughing at my food. Oh my gosh. El Chivo said her daughter slapped somebody at school. I wonder where she get that from. I wonder, what, did she slap him in the face? El Chivo, were you at school laughing? They was like, ma'am, we need you to be serious. Your daughter's in serious trouble and you over here laughing. But, dang. But you know what? When somebody bullies you at school, you're supposed to find the biggest bully and punch him. And they ain't gonna mess with her no more. I'll tell you that much. They gonna leave her ass alone. It's my baby though. That's my baby though. Hey, 777. I ain't seen you in a minute. But you know what? I bet you they ain't gonna talk about her no more. If they do, they better be ready. Cause she's not playing. I'm about to start cussing over here. She ain't playing. I always tell Ava, if somebody messages you at school, hit their ass back. Hit them back. And then when you get in trouble, I ain't even gonna be mad at you. Don't let nobody punk you. But she slapped the fuck out their mom. That's right. Let her. Hell, she was said Taylor don't play. That's what they get. And you know what? If she slapped them, it was probably justified. It probably said something hella foul. So okay, so what happened after she slapped him? I told her to roast back. Don't touch anyone unless they hit you first. What did they say? What did they say? And you know what else, people? That's what you're supposed to say as a parent. If someone doesn't put your hands on you, don't hit first. But somebody hit you, hit them back. So that was what you're supposed to say. But low key in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, that's my baby. But that's what you're supposed to say. But I want to know what they say. She felt like she had to slap him. They probably said something disrespectful. These kids out here is bad these days. She said she don't remember, but Taylor be here at home roasting, so she could have hit them in the jugular with a roast. She remember. That's the same shit Ava be doing. I don't remember. No, you do. Because you remember everything that I say I'm going to do for you. So I know you remember. She ain't want to tell you. Okay, so did they call her to the principal's office after she slapped him? And was it a boy or a girl? Girl, I'm nosy. I got the questions. Was it a girl or a boy? Okay, I'm trying to break up this piece of broccoli because it's hella big. I really want to put some cheese in here. But I shouldn't do that, y'all. I should let my vegetables be healthy. It was a girl that let a boy instigate it. Okay. Whatever it was, she was pissed. Sounds like it. Girl. Baby, she gonna play that. She said, talk about my nigga. You talk about me if you want to. You better be ready to fight. Put a little Italian season on it. Okay, so we got... This is the part of cooking that's kind of irritating to me. When you're waiting for everything to be done. And you're like, bro, hurry up. I think I'm going to leave this lid off so that the water can kind of cook it a little bit. Okay, so tomorrow, I noticed that tomorrow is 9/11. You are on time, egoist, because we still up in here cooking. I noticed that tomorrow is 9/11, so I was going to do my 6K celebration, but I don't want to do it on 9/11, so I'll probably do it on Friday. Egoist said, am I on time? Yeah, I don't want to do my 6K celebration on 9/11, and I didn't realize it was 9/11 until I was on the news. I was like, ooh. So I might have to do another. I'm still going to do a live stream tomorrow, but I'm just not going to do the celebration. So, egoists, we got garlic baked chicken in the oven. We got our yellow rice right here. That, oh my God, I didn't even put a timer on. Yellow rice, broccoli, and our garlic baked chicken. Let me do 20 minutes. I do timers because I'll be sitting up here talking and I'll be forgetting. I'm really trying to get a plate. I'll be sitting up here talking and forget where I am in the cooking process. So put that on low. Alright, and I showed y'all the chicken. Egoist, you did miss out. I showed y'all a preview of the chicken. It's looking good. It's cooking kind of slow in my opinion, because this oven is not as hot as the one I have at home. That's okay. Okay, so I didn't go to the store today because I was doing Ava's hair, but I did get some stuff from Instacart. So I have like some tomatoes, some lettuce, I got some cheese, some eggs. So I was thinking about for breakfast tomorrow, I was thinking about doing the vegetarian. Don't make me hungry or I will make my own food again like last time. You know what's so funny? El Cheapo just came in here and she was like, you inspired me to get an omelet. So, I was thinking like for tomorrow's breakfast, I kind of want to do it with no meat. Because I feel like I've been having a lot of like meat, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of meat these past couple of days. So I was thinking about doing something with no meat. I was thinking about a veggie omelet, honestly. What y'all think? Okay, looks like we're kind of waiting on the rice. Let me taste this broccoli, see what it's hitting like. Hmm. I turned this rice up because rice can hurry up. Eagle said, wait, there's never too much meat. Don't ever say that. Yes, there is a such thing as too much meat in your belly. But I was thinking about doing something with no meat for tomorrow for breakfast. And I was like, dang, I kind of want another omelet. What if I do a veggie omelet? I have some onions too. Some onions, tomatoes. Yeah. But then I was like, I kind of want some pancakes too. Okay, broccoli's good. Got a little crunch to it the way I like it. And I have it on low. We're kind of just waiting on the rice, and we're letting the chicken bake a little bit more. I guess I can start putting some stuff away so I can tell everything. Season the right way. Yes, there is a such thing as too much meat. But yes, we got the Zatarains yellow rice. I normally get a different brand. It's like, it starts with an M. I don't know what it's called, but Zatarains is a really good brand. I like this brand. So we're going to try this. We're going to see. One thing I want to say, when you have a rice cooker, I feel like the rice cooks faster. But that could just be because I like the rice cooker. Uh, 16 minutes. What did you guys eat today? Let me watch this. What did y'all eat today? Ooh, Empress said chicken. Okay, okay. I think Ava's coming downstairs. So now we're just playing a waiting game, y'all. I'm tempted to go sit down at the table, but you know what? I need to stand up. I was sitting down all day, taking out Ava's braids, and I helped her wash her hair. So we got a lot going on. But we got broccoli here, yellow rice, and we got our garlic baked chicken in the oven. The chicken is pretty much done, but I'm just gonna let it cook for as long as possible, so that when I do serve it, it's hot. Oh, and I gotta make Ava. Ava would like to eat what I'm eating today. I don't even. I'll put her a little bit in a bowl right here. We grab me a little bowl for Ava. Sometimes I'm like, Ava, you're just gonna eat what I'm eating. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no complaints. Not nothing. So we got the chicken that's in. Okay, so this morning we made a cheese omelet with some sausage and some toast. Ava, how you doing?
Okay. Grab the computer so I can play Roblox on
Is that good?
this.
Mm.
No. That's like 99% something.
Okay, can you turn it off and put it on the table? And that works for me, so I can use phone. Hey, but the food will be done in a little bit. But yes, you guys, that's what's going on with Charlie Kirk. It was crazy what happened to him. Condolences out to the family. Of course, you know, I am very curious to see what's going to happen now, because they are not playing. They are saying that they want to find the suspect, but the event didn't have any security, which was kind of crazy. It's like there was police standing on top of the balcony, but I don't know what they didn't have any security checkpoints. Like they weren't checking people's bags prior to coming in, or it was an outside event at a college campus. You know, the college campuses be pretty open. It was just kind of wild the whole way that it went down. It was like, what? But yeah, they wasn't checking people at all. And they had a couple of officers there, but it wasn't a lot like it should have been for as controversial as a person as he was. And I went and looked up some of his old videos. Yeah, he's you know, talking crazy. He was definitely saying stuff that would have people hella mad, and people are crazy these days. And I was just talking to y'all about that. People be ready to pop off. Everybody mad. So definitely crazy what happened, and very sad too. And then of course y'all know there's more Young Thug leaked audio coming out every day. I feel like Sadie Nash is behind all the audio leaks. I think it's kind of starting to get played out too, because it's like, all right, bro, you done already made Young Thug look as bad as he's gonna look. There's really nothing more that can be said. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's kind of tired of it. I'm trying to think what else. Did y'all hear about Nicki Minaj and her dude? Allegedly, the police were called to her LA home, and I'm just paraphrasing, y'all, so alleged. Apparently, the police were called to her LA home, and she was throwing out Kenneth's stuff while he was walking down the street. It was something like that. It's something crazy like that. It was just like, look, that's why I stay in the house. But I will say, when you are with somebody and it's time to break up, it do be going kind of crazy sometimes. And then a lot of people are saying that he was only with her for the money. He didn't really, or she was only with him because she wanted a baby. He was only there for the money and the fame. I'm like, well, you know what? I kind of feel like people are in relationships these days to gain something. And I don't think that's wrong. Like, if you want a baby, go get you a man and have a baby. I don't know what's wrong with that. If you broke and you want some money, then you should get with somebody that's rich. But I don't see what's so, like, bad about that or wrong, you know? Okay, so my rice has 9 minutes left. We'll see after this 9 minutes what it was looking like. And then the chicken's looking good. It smells really, really good in here. My house be smelling good all the time now. So we waiting on the rice pretty much. And this is the type of rice that we got. The Zatarains yellow rice. We're finna see what it's hitting for. Alright. Okay, we waiting on the rice, bro. Rice, need to hurry up. Okay, so we waiting on the rice. We got the chicken in the oven. I'm going to open this lid, but I know I shouldn't because I can see that the rice is not done. Okay, so we got broccoli, yellow rice, we got garlic baked chicken. Hey lady, how you doing? She said, hope you feeling okay today, Mom. I know you miss the cooking and gotta feed Niecy food. I do miss cooking. I really do. Like, I wake up some days, I'm like, man, I'm cooking today. I don't care what's going on. Glad you guys enjoying it there. Hope Niecy Poo was too. Yeah, she's having a good time. I just took out her hair and I'm finna give her some box braids. So that's why I've had a busy day, because I was working on Ava's hair. Ava has a lot of hair. A whole lot of hair. But yeah, we're gonna do some box braids for her for when we go to Vegas. She was like, Mommy, I think you should do them now so that my hair won't hurt when I go to Vegas. I was like, you know what, Ava, that's a good point. But yeah, we're doing good, lady. And I hope all is well with you too, lady. I know you're going through transitions or a transition. Change is never easy. Never easy. Okay, lady said when's Vegas again? The 24th is when we leave to Vegas. So I think we have like 2 weeks left here. I think we have 2 weeks left here. But yeah, that's what's going down. Then we're gonna head back to Alaska after that. And y'all, you know, I gotta, you know, get my life back together. Things have been really crazy these last couple months, and y'all already know why. But we got broccoli, yellow rice, which I'm making in a pot, which I have a rice cooker at home. So this is new for me. And then we got some baked chicken in the oven. And we're about to be done in like 5 minutes. We gonna be sitting down eating. And lady, I left my shades at my cousin's house, but I went and bought a new pair of sunglasses. And I got Ava some matching sunglasses with me. So we're not breaking the rules. Turn you off a little bit. That's what's going down. Okay, I know I shouldn't open that, but I did. Oh, that's good.
You shut that door and lock it for me, please?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's locked. And then as she was said, let's do this rice. Y'all, you know I'll be making rice with the rice cooker. I don't normally make it on the stove. So we're gonna see what it's gonna be like. We got some, y'all always up in somebody's business. Okay, but we got a minute left on this rice. Let's see what it's hitting for. Let's see what it's hitting for. I think it's how you turn it off. Let's see. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I might have added too much water. That's okay. Let me see how this rice is. What is hitting for? I got a little too much water in there. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? I got a little bit too much water in there, so I'm gonna taste this rice and see if it's tender. And then if it is tender, I can pour some water out. If not, I'm gonna let it cook. Keep going. This is not soup, it's yellow rice. And it's really, really good. Let me take out the chicken. Okay, I'm gonna let the rice go for a little bit longer so let some more of that liquid cook out. And then we got some broccoli here. We got some garlic baked chicken. Oh, we finna. I know I missed my rice cooker. I know that. And I miss my oven. This rice been cooking forever. I mean, not the rice. The chicken. Should actually keep these out. See the chicken. See the chicken here. See, if I had the rice cooker, my rice would be perfect. But because I don't have the rice cooker, I'm having a little complications, but that's okay. We still got the food here. Oh, look at that chicken. And then I'm gonna cut some off the bone for Ava. Hey Mitchell, you're right in time. Mitchell said I'm making Cajun pasta for dinner tonight. That sounds delicious. That sounds really, really good. I'm jealous. I love a man that can cook. And then I think that when you cook for someone, I'm cutting some chicken off the bone for Ava. I feel like when you cook for someone, it really shows them that you really care about them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really tripping. I'm not expecting no like chef type meal, but just something simple. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm cutting some chicken off the bone for Ava. Make sure the oven's off. I think it's off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the oven's off. Yeah, so we got some chicken right here and pour some juice on top of it. Kind of waiting on the rice. That chicken looks fire. We'll eat that with some Hawaiian sweet rolls. Ooh, that sounds good. Sound good right there. We got some broccoli right here. There we go. Let me put it over here so y'all can see it. There we go. I think I'm gonna pour a little bit of this liquid out, just a little bit. so we're waiting on the rice. I just poured a little bit of the liquid out, making rice on the stove. And I normally have a rice cooker, so it was just a little bit of conversion. And then I'm just putting the extra food up in here so I can get rid of these dishes. And we're gonna pour a little bit of juice on top of this. And this was the Kinder's Woodfired garlic seasoning that I use. Here. So I can clean these pots out while we let the rice finish up. Okay. And what I'm gonna do while we wait on that rice, I'm just gonna clean up the rest of these dishes so that when it is time for us to eat, we sitting down, got hot food, and we got a clean kitchen. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. And it's just that funny thing is I can cook a bunch of complicated dishes. Hardest thing for me was perfect rice. Exactly, me too. This is why I have a rice cooker, because I cannot make rice on the stove perfectly. So, if you have a trouble like me making rice on the stove, get a rice cooker. That's all I can say. Some people can do rice on the stove. I don't know. When I do it, it don't work. It don't be as perfect as it is when I have a rice cooker. You know what I'm saying? Like when I have a rice cooker, it's like perfect. Okay, so this is the one for Ava. This is her little cute little dish right here. And then for me, I don't know why, but making rice on the stove for me is hard. I followed the directions, but the directions be lying sometimes. And my rice ended up with too much water in it. Listen to the directions. So this is the extra. I'm put this in the microwave. Ava, and I'm gonna crack a little bit of black pepper on top, and I'm gonna show y'all the finished product. No matter what, we still gonna be eating good though. Okay, a little bit of this. Angela, how are you doing? Look, for anybody that doesn't have a rice cooker, just go ahead, run to Walmart, get you a rice cooker. It make everything so much easier. Telling you, I love the rice cooker. So here we go. Let me move y'all over to the table. Ooh, look at that. We got some home cooked food, home cooked meal. I haven't been eating good while I've been here. I have had home cooked meals, but I haven't cooked them myself. We are over to the table. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. I might actually sit over here. Sit over here. Ooh, let me not knock y'all down. Okay. Y'all see everything? Ava! But you're gonna eat something. I don't want to sit you. Well, if you sit over here, you gotta be careful, okay? Ava, stop it. Because when you were at our cousin's house, you were eating food. And you didn't have a problem. Didn't have a problem. All right, Ava. What? No. No. You know why she want to eat upstairs? Y'all know why. Okay.
It's because I like it upstairs. And the computer's upstairs.
Y'all hear that whining with this good food? Let's pray, Eva. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Bless in the hands who made it. Thank you for everything that you continue to do and that you have already done. We ask that you pray and watch over the whole foodie gang and keep us all in good health. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Ava, can you hang my shades? Thank you so much, Trevor. Okay, Angela said, they started me on a new antibiotic Bactrim. I'm feeling much better. I have actually had that antibiotic before, and I think that's a common one. I'm glad that you're feeling much better, Angela. Okay, there's going to be a bit of a flash. I'm looking at Ava's my dinner date. It'd be hit or miss with her. If we have something that she likes, like when we had pizza the other day, she loved it.
No, but it's because I'm so full.
Yeah, if we have something that she likes, she's like, ooh, Mommy, you're the best. I love you, Mom. And then if we have something that she don't like, she'll be like, I'm not hungry. But Ava was eating really good at my cousin's house, so I know she eats real food. She just don't eat my food sometimes. But I at least want you to eat half, Ava. And then if you do that, you could have a treat. If you don't do that, you can't have a treat.
So I can eat the chicken and the rice, and I get a treat.
What is the other thing on your plates?
Broccoli and mashed potato. I don't like broccoli. It tastes weird.
Vegetables are good for you. Did you hear me when I said vegetables are good for you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything to say?
It tastes like nothing.
Then it shouldn't be a problem.
And I don't like how it doesn't taste like nothing.
Mmm. Okay, that broccoli got some chicken juice on it. Ooh, it's good.
No, it's not.
It's good. That's so nice here. The rice is hot, be careful. Hey, Alice. Alice, we got a little of everything. We got some garlic baked chicken. We got some broccoli, some yellow rice. Finally, home cooked meal on the road. That I actually made. I've been eating some good food on this trip though. Mm-mm-mm. If y'all can see my eyes, I just closed them. It's so good. What I did is I left the chicken uncovered the whole time, so the skin is like crispy. Ava, can you eat please? I'm trying to enjoy my food, and you're over here me mugging me.
Yeah, because I'm full.
So good. There is nothing better than chicken and rice. It just goes so good together. Got a little bone right there. Not bone, but like you know, like the chewy piece. Maybe it can't be another napkin. No more robots or devices for the rest of the night. You don't need. You're gonna be going straight to bed.
I don't know.
And going to bed is not an option. Okay. So good.
Mom, why is that chewy? Ow. My tooth.
I'm making my video.
Hmm?
Look at the piece. It was try a different piece. It's chewy because it's chicken.
No,
Ma-
it's like hard, like a bone or something.
Okay, well maybe you got a boneless meat, bro. All that hating you doing, messing my video up. First it was chewy, then it was hard. The seasoning I use, I got this tenders, wood-fired garlic. It's really, really good. And it was a good price. Ooh, excuse me. I think it's really, really good. And the yellow rice, even though I have the problems, it's still good. It's still good. And then I have seen people eat the tips of bones. And then I have a lot of Kinder seasons. They are great. Yes, El Cheapo, and it was like $2 at Walmart. And it was like a small little container of the wood-fired garlic. And I was like, oh, you know what? I want to make burgers. So this would be a good seasoning to put on the burgers too. And then I was like, ooh, let me just put on my baked chicken too. This season is good. I like Kinders though. I have a lot of their seasons already at home. No, but I knew people who would like suck the chicken bone like a cheapo. I'm like, if I was at my family's house in Alaska and I ate my chicken like that, they were like, girl, you don't see all that meat on them bones? I'm not doing all that. Somebody said, how's Ava? Ava's doing great. She's doing good. She's about to get her hair redone. We're in the process of redoing it. We're going to give her back her box braids. But she's doing good. Not right now because she got to eat real food. But she did. You know our kids are dramatic. But she's really excited to be going to Vegas in a little bit. And she's excited to get back home and get back into gymnastics. She's doing good. Thank you, El Cheapo. I appreciate that. You was excited for us for Vegas. And now, Cheapo, I was depending on you to take the kids zip lining if they wanted to go, because I sure ain't gonna do that. I was depending on you, El Cheapo. Cause you like stuff like that. I remember, I think it was like a video or a vlog or a short where you were ziplining. I don't do stuff like that. I'll be on the ground. Mmm. Oh, that juice falling in my mouth. But we will find other things to do. There's a lot to do in Vegas. So I ain't even worried about it. And thank you for letting me know. But you guys, I created an Amazon wish list. The Flea Gang has been asking me to do it for a long time. And I've never done it. So I did it when we were on live the other day. I was like, let me just do it right now while I'm here. Because I keep procrastinating about this. And we got the birthday coming up. We got the holidays.
What holiday is coming up? Halloween.
Yes, Halloween is coming up. I'm talking about Christmas and Thanksgiving, like the cooking holidays. Yeah, she got one. Mm-hmm. But you know what I realized? How people, they're never happy. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you do. And Mitchell said cooler weather than playing and fighting. Yeah. It don't matter what you do, they're never happy. You can try to make your kids happy, but don't base your life on it. Oh, you guys know how like I'll be at my cousin's house, right, and I'll be like sweating bullets. One thing I can say is the AC works very well here. It works very well here. And Mitchell, what you can't wait for? You said cooler weather. Come to Alaska with me. You're gonna be real cool. You know what, Archivo? Do what you gotta do to make your kids happy, but don't go over the top, because they're never happy. There's always gonna be something. They're always gonna be mad. They can be happy one moment and mad as hell the next. Angela said, I thought my mom was the greatest for making me tuna fish sandwiches and a homemade steak, pre-soaked in vinegar, salt fry. I never had that type of steak before. But it don't take much to make kids happy. I could go get Ava a pack of Gushers right now and a chocolate chip cookie and she will be happy. Or we can go on a whole lavish trip and kids' emotions up and down. And their emotions are based on what can I get right now. Like my sister, she was doing all this stuff for her kid. That woman is never happy. I'm like, there's no point in going over the moon and doing the most. Never happy. Homemade steak fries pre-soaked in vinegar and water, then fried. Ooh, that sounds good. She said, okay, back to regular programming. Yeah, I would say, there's a difference between being a good parent and going over the top. Just be a good parent. How does it sound? Oh, Angela's from Michigan, right? No, we don't really have that many UK people in here. I think Ego is, and there's another person. I think EOS is from Belgium. Oh, and then Drip. Drip's from the UK. Duh, I'm not talking about. Hey, I'm not reading that PSA. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Look, I stay out of it. This is good. Let me see what you got there, Ava. Vinegar on fries is a British thing. It's good though. Let me see. The rice is fine. It's like regular white rice almost. You can eat the rice. There's nothing wrong with the rice.
Can I eat the rice and be done?
You can eat the rice and we can talk about it. But yeah, shout out to the people in the clouds. Make sure y'all hit the like button, double tap the screen. Tsp, did you do any lives today? Did I miss any? Are you gonna do any lives? I'm gonna be honest, I was watching the news a lot today. I was listening to what happened to you went live eating. I'm gonna go watch the replay. I'm sorry, girl. I was watching the news today because I was looking at what happened to Charlie Kirk. I'm gonna go watch the replay, and I'll leave a comment down below. I want to see what your omelet look like. As people's like me, we just do random lives. We go live randomly. We never know where we're gonna be at. No, Tsp didn't make it, but she went. Sound like she went and bought it. Tsp don't like to cook, but she know how to cook. Tsp know how to. I see her mixing stuff. I said, okay, girl, but she don't like to cook like that. Okay, so when you went to eat the omelet, you went to your favorite spot, did it clear your mind? Did it all work? Yeah, I was talking about the Charlie Kirk. I'd never heard of him until today. But yeah, I was looking at that whole thing. I was like, yes, Tsp said, I don't know how to. I don't like to cook, but I know how. That's the important part. So I actually have another channel where I do like hot topics and stuff. And when I get my devices and the right technology, when stuff like that happens, I want to be able to go live too. Like a lot of the other YouTubers do. They go live when the event's happening. I want to get to that level. Oh, thank you, Keith. I want to get to that point. Elsie would say, I'm going to get a food truck and hire a Mexican girl. They ain't gonna be none left. You have to get one of the legal ones. They coming to get them. But yeah, I wonder like when hot topics or say for instance like when Angie Stone passed, I want to be able to go live on my other channel and like be watching that live as the story is breaking. But that's gonna be in the future, y'all. El Chivo, I'm down. Let me see. Mitchell said, El Chivo, I'm down. Mexican food is my specialty. Okay. Mitchell, are you going to work in the truck? Okay, you got a worker in the chat, El Chivo. Yes, Angela, I remember. Because I was like, I think Angela's from Detroit. Because we always talk about that. Oh, remember when that mom, she was like, in the casino parking lot, and it was a black woman, and there was like a bunch of kids in there, her mom, and I think another sibling, and they had froze the kid. Two of the kids that passed away. I remember when that story, when I was talking about it, Angela and Emperor was in here telling me about Detroit and how the housing goes. And yeah, I remember that. But I remember when the Detroit mother whose kids had froze to death, and unfortunately in the car. I remember we were talking about that, and then you were talking about Detroit and all that stuff and how cold it gets. It's terrible. Let me see. Eat some more. Eat some more. Eat some chicken.
I did.
Girl, you prolonging it.
And my stomach hurts.
Yes, Mitchell. That was absolutely crazy. I went on World Star Hip Hop and I watched it because I kept seeing her face. So then I watched the video. Bro, the way he stabbed her in her neck, he did it so freaking quick. And it was so sad. Like, dude, he was just, that man's evil. People like that, give him the death penalty. Because y'all was just evil. There was no reason why he did that. I don't know if he knew her or not. That was evil. And so I cooked your exact dinner about 6 weeks ago. Look, I was just telling them, baked chicken and rice undefeated. And Empress saying the prosecutor still hasn't made a decision about charges in that case. How long ago did that case happen? Yes, for no reason. People like that are just evil. Like, they don't need to live amongst us. And he was a career criminal. It wasn't like that was his first time. It seemed like he was doing shit. People like that, honestly though, in my opinion, you want to go back to jail. Like you're just evil. You don't need to live amongst us. People like that shouldn't get second and third. Well, in his case, it happened 7 months ago. That story happened 7 months ago, Amber. Are you sure? With the North Carolina stabbing, that was 7 months ago. What? Let me get some clarification, cause there ain't no way. But he had been arrested 14 different times, bro. What the heck? That was just so crazy. Wow, it happened 7 months ago. Why did it just now go viral? Because everybody's talking about. Oh, okay, the Detroit case. Okay, Emperor's talking about the Detroit case with the mother. Okay, Emperor, I got confused because we're talking about two different cases. I'm talking about the North Carolina. So you're saying the DA doesn't know if he's going to issue charges in that case with the mother whose kids froze to death, or two of them? Hmm?
The seasoning is good.
Girl, I know it is, because I cooked it. Y'all would love to eat my food, as A was over here just so sad about it. Okay, Mitchell said the story with the Ukrainian refugee in New York, or North Carolina, was a month ago. Oh, so do you guys feel like the mother in Detroit whose kids passed away from hypothermia and froze to death. Do you feel like she should be charged? And I heard that they gave her a house. I don't know. I feel like somebody need to get charged. If my kids freeze to death in the car, is that not my fault? But they gave this woman a house. And they felt for her. They sympathized with her. I'm not saying they shouldn't do all that. But is she not a criminal too? Or, you know what I'm saying? I can't get over how the father said on TV news that he had available complimentary rooms, but the mother never asked. Yeah, that father was so foul. We got her on tape gambling inside the casino while her kids froze. Okay, I haven't seen the casino tapes. I believe it though. Why you, out of all places you could go, you went to a casino parking lot? So was you trying to get help or not for your kids? But they gave that woman a house. They rewarded bad behavior. I think there should be child neglect. Let me see. Eat 3 pieces of, no, eat more. I think they should charge her with some type of child neglect or something. But instead, they gave that woman a house. Can I get a house? We're inside warm right now. Where is my house at? Yes, and Angela, you were reminding me. That father was trifling. Yeah, they gave her a house mortgage free for 1 year. Now, if she loses that house after 1 year, I don't think any of us are going to be surprised. Because like Angela said, both the parents were pieces of, you know what. Shame on the father. I don't know. Somebody needs to be charged in that case. And it's just, it's sad people have kids and have that kind of mindset. She has other children. I think she had 4 other kids, or she had 4 kids total, right? And then 2 of them passed away. Mm-hmm. Need some more. And honestly, if she can't pay, it's really a shame because she had a whole year. And I don't think her mortgage is gonna be that much. Ember, do you know what mortgages typically go for in Detroit? Like, was she looking at a rack? Hi. Ember said depends on the hood. I'm not gonna lie. I am not wishing harm on her. But I don't feel like you should be able to do that to your kids and then go off and live a happy life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see her get rich and get a house and live good. Like, what about those 2 kids? And then I'm surprised CPS hasn't already taken them. Honestly, like, what? I'm with you, for what are they waiting on? A house like that, mortgage might be around $1,200 a month. Okay, in a year, I want an update on that story. I want to see if she keeps that house or not. Eat some more, Ava, sit back down. Did they give her a new car too? Let me see. No. I'm gonna feed you. Come here. No. Like, can I get a new house? Why don't the good moms get nothing? Amber said I didn't hear about a new car. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody, remember your role? If somebody didn't give her one. So now I have to feed Ava. If she's playing games. How much you eat some of this chicken too? Little boy be on the go. But yeah, I want to update on her in a year, and I want to see if she's still in that place. And I want to see if she can't pay the money. I want to hear what the story is, because I feel like it's gonna be another sob story. Here, go ahead and eat this. Ain't no questions.
If after I eat this, can I be done?
No. Empress said plus, and it's in an election year here in Detroit. That case is being covered up. I believe you. I believe you, Emperor, and I'm glad that you are out in Detroit to keep us updated. See, you playing with food. Here, use this. Use this and throw this away. But yeah, I want to know what I want to see how everybody looks in a year. You know what I'm saying? But she probably got a lot of free stuff. Because one thing the internet will do is when your story goes viral, everybody gets like, oh. But I feel like that woman should be charged, low-key, with something. But if they waited this long, I really don't think she's going to get charged with anything. She should. And the baby daddy was just foul for what he said. I'm feeding Ava at the same time. Okay, I'm on mommy duty. Okay. Let me see what Empress said. Yes, child endangerment, at least something. If you sleep out in the winter with your kids, you know it's cold as hell. What do you think is going to happen? The Empress said the current mayor is stepping down to run for governor next year. The city council president is about to be elected mayor. It's shady things going on. I honestly just feel like politics are shady. Like, just real talk. Come on, Ava, hurry up. I can read the comments. But yeah, she should get child endangerment. Angela said, the government is only supporting the parents for the sake of the 2 remaining children. CPS is all about family reunification when possible.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
There are high-profile cases, and come back, in Michigan of foster pimping out kids. Ooh, yeah. I heard that a lot. And then Mitchell said, yeah, Angela's been going on for a while. And Amber said, it's so shady. I've decided not to no longer put my name out there for city planner under the new mayor. You know what? Like I said, I just feel like politics is kind of just shady all around. But I actually feel like things have kind of gotten a little bit shadier. Or maybe we're paying more attention because of everything that's going on. So maybe we're paying more attention and stuff being shady. we got this one dread back here that doesn't want to comply. Yeah, but do you even have time to do that, Emperor? We're taking care of your parents. Do you have time? Mental setup. Remember back in the day, that couple that was adopting kids and keeping them locked in the room? They were eating the sheetrock. They were so hungry. Did y'all ever read that book, A Child Called It? It was kind of like a similar situation, but it was his real mom, and she was just doing terrible stuff to him. Oh, Empress said was gonna have a home nurse come in and look after them. Oh, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, everybody needs like a break. You know, and the home nurse would be a nice option because you can kind of pick the nurse. As opposed to if you go to a nursing home. They pick the nurses and stuff. Alright, yo. Home cooked meal was delicious. We had garlic baked chicken, broccoli, yellow rice, and it was good. I got a little bit of water right here. I love me some baked chicken. I know a lot of people be frying their chicken, but when you bake it and you put some seasonings on it, you just throw it in the oven, it's like easier to clean up and it's better for you because you're not putting that grease on there. Well, I love baked chicken. I bake it, ooh, you know what, my Cajun baked chicken, I have to put that video in the video description. Yeah, LT, but I prefer baked too. Now, don't get me wrong. My sister Toya, she always fry her chicken, and when I go over her house, I do be tearing it up. But I try to not get in the habit of frying stuff. Slippery slow, and it's not really a weight thing. But all those oils and stuff, if you're eating a lot of fried food, it's not good for your body, not good for your heart. Maybe you can slick. But yeah, I prefer baked chicken. I just throw it in the oven real quick. Or I used to put it in the air fryer, but I just feel like it makes the air fryer too messy. And I don't like that. Hey, but you got a little bit left, girl. Come on. Hey, look, you look. Ava got a little bit of food left. Come on, girl. You got a couple more bites. I ain't heard Ava cry in so long. When she does cry, I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Come on, Ava. I only got this one dread that will not comply. This one right here.
I have a question. If I finish all my food,
Yes. Look at her coming right over. Just sad. Just sad. You gotta ride them sometimes to get them to do what you want. I'm gonna twist this one up.
How about 3 bites? Yes or no?
I don't know if I'm twisting this shred up. How about you eat the rest of this? Come on, Ava. You could eat the rest of this and still not get candy with the way you're acting. Come on, you gotta see my video. God dang, I'm trying to tell them how good my food is, and I gotta bribe my daughter to eat it.
How much do you get candy?
You know what's crazy? They would love to eat my food, Ava, and you get it for free, and you complain. Come on.
How about I finish rice and that's it? Do I have to finish the whole thing?
Most of it, come on.
But not the broccoli.
Bend down a little bit so it doesn't spill.
But do I have to eat the broccoli? Because
Most kids hate healthy food. I believe you, Angela. Come on, hurry up.
if I don't eat the broccoli, will that be okay? It's the broccoli that is in my stomach.
Girl, come on. You're gonna feed yourself with all the games you're playing. Mitchell said El Cheapo chicken. Yeah, El Cheapo, what type of Mexican food are you gonna make on your food truck? What you got in mind? Okay, the good thing about making a home cooked meal is that you have, well, I have some left for tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it in the fridge, and then that'll be like my dinner for tomorrow, which would be perfect. I got something quick to eat. We might do a panel show tomorrow. El Cheapo, if we do a panel show, are you gonna come tomorrow? Come on. Well, at least you being honest, El Cheapo. You're gonna make a mess while you're eating. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. I don't have a topic yet. We know what you want to talk about. Relationships. But I like talking about relationships. Cause I be tired after a while. I'm like, man, y'all be saying the same stuff. She said I prefer mine baked. Didn't know what she meant. Oh, she meant chicken. Okay, Mitchell. We were talking about chicken. Oh, you'll slide if we talking about relationships. Who you want to talk about, Archie? You want to talk about like a rapper or something? Keith, I feel like you already asked me that, but yes, I am. Come on, Ava. Altuba said, no, I don't want to talk about relationships. Ava, 5, 4. You haven't had, I haven't given you any broccoli.
Yes, you have.
No, I didn't. That was rice. This is chicken. Talking some broccoli here, her something. No, I don't. Eat the whole thing. Eat it. Eat it. That's funny. Y'all remember when that Tina Turner movie? And he was like, eat the cake, Tina. She said, why do you eat no cake? Does she get whooped? Ava? I haven't whipped Ava in a long time, but I will. No, but what you do when your kids are younger You give them that real good whooping to let them know you ain't playing. And that whooping will carry you through. Stop, Ava. Okay, you're done. You're not getting nothing. You can go sit over there on the couch. That one good whooping will carry you through because all you got to do is establish respect, put a little fear in them. Now, you don't be beating on your kids now. Stop. Go sit down. You don't be beating on your kids though. But I haven't whipped Ava in a long time. But I will. That's all she needs to know. Sometimes, Angela says, sometimes the only reason we ate the hot school lunch was for that little square of caramel chocolate or coconut cake at the end. Yeah, I know that's right. Dang, Mitchell said our school lunches were bomb. Where did you grow up at? Where did you grow up at? Ava doing what Taylor did when she was in the pool messing up the live. I had to get off track. Yeah, but I ain't getting off. She gonna go sit her ass down. You know how it is when you're a parent though. Sometimes they don't comply, sometimes they comply. It's, you ain't gonna ruin my life. Go sit down. And then yeah. But there was this one time I was making chocolate chip cookies with her on this channel. She was acting so bad. She just kept playing. And you know when you're on live, you don't want to spank your kid on live because you know people be acting crazy. But I was so triggered. And NF was in the chat and she was like, "You are so calm." After that, I said, "Ava, you're not going on live with me no more for a while." You can just do something else. I'm sorry, I made you do this. I thought you wanted to make cookies with me. I wanted to make cookies with you. It was a great live. It worked out, but she was giving me a run for my money. And it's like, you'll be spending all day by yourself. And the moment you hit that go live button, that's when they're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna act bad. But yes, it was crazy. She was acting a fool during that live. But so I have had some lives where it's been hard to parent at the same time. Because I don't know what it is. So like every time you get on the phone, every time you get on the live, they want to just be like, "Mom, mom, mom." And sometimes when you go out in public too. But Ava does okay. She ate most of her food. She did an okay job. Look. But she was over here acting like she was gonna throw up. I'm like, bro, you don't gotta do all that. Okay, Mitchell said he grew up in Houston. We had chicken fried steak with gravy, spaghetti, pizza, fried burritos with cheese and gravy. Oh, damn. Y'all was eating good. Y'all was eating good at y'all school lunches. I have seen and heard of some school lunches that be good. Mine was like, it wasn't like no home cooked food. It was like corn dogs, breakfast pizza, donuts. We had cereal a lot. Sometimes we would have spaghetti, but like, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, but is it anything that I would want to eat now? Probably not. Yeah, we got a few pieces of chicken left. I'm gonna go ahead and eat them.
Upstairs.
Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. Okay, people, thank you for tuning in. I hope the Lord lifts your spirits up. Now, she did tell me she be in church all the time. Sundays, Wednesdays, all the time. She be volunteering and all. I go to church on Sundays. Wednesdays, it's kind of rare. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And said, this is gonna shut everybody up. My daughter, when 15, wanted to argue. The next morning, I woke up, the kitchen table was clean, and the center was a clean, long butcher knife. Ooh. Okay, next morning she woke up, the kitchen table was clean, and then the center was a clean, long butcher knife. So what did you do? And I don't know, that's kind of scary. How did the story end? Yeah, you're right, Angela, because that definitely shut me up. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a little scary. But I know it worked out because you're still here after all these years. I don't know how old she is now, but I know, you know what I'm saying, it all worked out. But what did you say to her when you saw a butcher knife? Like, little girl? And that's why it goes back to what I was saying earlier about you don't really have to whoop your kid all the time. You just need to establish that it's like, hey, if you go too far, you will get in trouble. You know, but some parents, some of y'all be beating y'all kids ain't right. When you be getting extension cords, and I know our parents used to get like switches, hangers, and extension cords. I've done a switch before, but it wasn't like all the time. All the time I did one. I think I did it one time. But like the extension cords, telephone cords, all that, that's a little bit much. I know, I'm waiting for Angela to tell me the rest of this story. Like, what? But some people's kids, in my opinion, need a whooping. Need a whooping. Ava, ate your broccoli. Okay. All right, we heard something back. Ooh, Mitchell said I used to get my ass beat with whatever was in reach. I know. Well, I wasn't there with you, but I feel like a lot of our parents used to do that. Not mine. My mom, not my dad. And he would go ahead and get a stick. But all that beating on your kids, you know, I think that some of it is a little bit overboard. Angela says she was diagnosed with oppositional defiance disorder and depression. I've never heard of that first one. Michigan MI runs on both sides of the family. Watch who you have kids by. She refuses treatment to this day. What is MI? What is MI? But you know what? I knew somebody where her mom had sickle cell, the sickle cell trait, and her dad had it. So she got sickle cell full blown. So Angela is right. Like, when you're with somebody, you don't ask all these questions about like, oh, what runs in your family and all that stuff. But it does matter. And that girl got full blown sickle cell. They never wanted her to have kids, but she ended up having kids. But she just goes through these like times where she just had to go into the hospital. I forgot what they call it. I think they call it an episode, or that's when like the sickle cell is real bad. But it's like even things like that you gotta watch for, because you know what I'm saying? Like if you could avoid your kid having something like that, you could really save their life and all that stuff. But I mean, who would have thought that? And Mitchell said, not gonna lie, deserved it. Mitchell, do you have kids? I remember you said, I think you said you were like 45 or 44. Do you have kids? If not, do you want kids? Look, I'll tell y'all this. You don't have to have kids. People make you feel like you have to have kids, and you don't. It's really your choice. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have kids. Some people be popping them out, though. Not me. I wanted to have 4 kids and have 1 kid, and I was like, you know what? This might be it for me. You know, I think the hard part about having kids is like having, like Angela said, watch who you have kids by. Whoever it does matter. And then Mitchell said no fur babies. You got dogs or cats. People will be like, what do you like to do in your free time? I'm like, free time? What's that? This side of my hair always looks weird. I don't know why. Okay, so I was saying for breakfast, I think I'm gonna make a veggie omelet. Or I was thinking of something to make that doesn't involve meat. I have some eggs, tomato, onion, lettuce. So I was kind of thinking of what I can make that's a little bit on the healthier side. Just because I feel like we've been eating a lot of like pork and bacon. Well, that's the same thing. It's all pork. But, and then we got chicken. So I kind of want to make something without meat. And I also want some pancakes. And then Mitchell said, looking back, I wish I did though, little boy to take fishing hunting. Well, you know, Mitchell, you said you're 45, right? I know people that be having kids when they're 50. Are you a good 45? Like, I know people that have kids when they're 45, 50. Especially if you're a man. I don't think that's, like, crazy. Okay, am I mental illness? So I never beat my child, just talks and punishment. And you said she refuses to get help to this day. That's the hard part, is mental illness is hard. It's hard. It changes the game too. Like, you can't discipline a regular kid how you would do a kid with mental illness. It's definitely different. Ava, are you okay? Are you okay? Where? Oh, okay. You want to get your gushers? Okay. Oh, can you hear me one too? Mitchell, if you're 42, it's not too late for you to have kids. That's not a bad age for a man. You can definitely still have kids. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The dating market right now, or that little variety box. And can you hear me, Cookie? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The dating market right now, it is tough. But if you're 42, you can definitely have kids. I said it wrong. Can you hand me a cookie?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I said it wrong. I said say you can get one. Mitchell said, "Girl, I'm in my prime, still got a 6-pack." Well, Mitchell, why was you saying it like that? Like, looking back, I wish I would have had a kid. You can still have a kid. You 42. That's not bad at all for a man. I be seeing some people. I heard some people at 70 having kids when they're a man. Now, I think that's a little bit crazy. Mitchell said, I'm in my prime. I got it like that.
Can I get a cookie too?
We'll get you a young tenderoni. Yeah. You did a good job eating it, though.
I gave you the big cookie.
Even though you played all them games. Got a cookie right here.
No, can I keep it here?
What?
Can I leave it here?
Yeah. Yeah, you can leave it. Cheers to baked chicken. Garlic baked chicken. Alright, you gonna tell them my food's good? It's a stipulation. Tell them my food is good. Tell them, hurry up. Hurry
Your
up.
food is good. Bye.
Yeah. Cause she gonna have y'all thinking my food don't taste right.
It's because I don't.
What all that she be doing back there?
But
Fake crying, human after and fake crying and stuff. Hey Jamal. Okay. This is what I would say, Mitchell. He said, yeah, but I don't want my kid to be 30 when I'm like my dad. You know what? Life is short. There is no guarantee that your kid will be 30, 20, 40. There's just no guarantee, but do you want to leave a legacy behind? I mean, you got to think differently. Because I was 17 when my mom passed away, and my dad passed away. I was like 24, but I was happy that I had those years with him and those years with my mom. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they did leave a good person behind. I'm not a bad person. So I feel like even if you only get 30 years with your kid, that's still something. Some people are very blessed, and when they're like 50 or 60, their parent is still alive. But life is so damn crazy. You know, like Charlie Kirk, he was 31. His kid was 1 year old. So that means he was like 29 when he had a kid. It's just no telling. Life is just so crazy. You know, so if you want to have kids, have kids. If you don't have kids. Hey, Hawk, and thank you, Mitchell. He said, she's so cute. Yeah, I took her hair out. I gave her like 3 braids, like Pippi Longstocking kind of, like the 2 braids right here and the one in the back, so that when she sleeps, her hair doesn't get super nappy, and I'm gonna do box braids in her hair. But I say all that to say, Mitchell, you don't know what's gonna happen in life. Like that dude, Charlie Kirk. He was 31 when he passed, but he didn't think he was gonna pass. Life is short. If you want to have a kid, have a kid, and try to get you someone good to have them with. And then Angela said Janet Jackson had her child at age 50, and Mitchell is a man, so he don't even gotta do the hard work. Well, let me rephrase that. He do gotta do a little bit of hard work to make the kid, but he don't gotta do the hard work of carrying the kid. And Hawk, I'm not going to put beads on Ava's hair. I'm going to do box braids. But Ava doesn't like beads because she does gymnastics and she does her flips. And I used to put beads on her hair a lot when she was younger. But then when she started doing gymnastics and she started flipping, she was like, Mom, I don't like this no more. So I have a whole closet full of beads that I used to put in Ava's hair. Oh yeah, the rat had a kid when she was old too. It's not about how long you have on this earth with them because nobody really knows when it's their time. It's about the time that you do have, just make the most of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is crazy as heck. That's why every day you wake up, every night you go to sleep, you gotta thank God that you made it home, that you woke up the next day, because nobody knows what's gonna happen. But all you can say is, like, I did my best. That's it. That's all we can really do. But life is short. If you want to have a kid, have a kid. If you don't have a kid. But you don't want to be like 50 or 60 and regret it, you know? Also, I hope that you don't get no crazy baby mamas, baby daddies. Because if you do, it's gonna be a roller coaster ride, okay? And they always say, you need a vet. You need a vet. Look, bro. Some people know how to lie. Some people know how to play characters real good. And they'll have you fooled for a couple of years. Okay? But there are some good people out there still. I actually missed it, but we had garlic baked chicken, yellow rice, and broccoli, and it was so good. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me go down to I got my other phone right here. Danielle said, my hubby's mom just died 2 years ago. He had her for 70 years. He's one of the lucky ones. Yes. 70 years. That is amazing. And I like my cousins out here in Atlanta, they're older than me and their mom is still here. And I'm like just looking like you guys are so blessed, you know what I'm saying? But that's just a blessing every day you get with your parents. Hawk said, right, do what you love and enjoy yourself. The men be having kids forever. Look at Robert De Niro. Yeah, that little man be getting it in. Now, they're much harder on females because we have to actually carry the babies. And after, like, I think 35, it becomes high risk. So they be like, y'all can't do this. I just feel like they're just harder on women, period. But men could have babies forever. But after, like, 55, I'm good. Yeah, it'll be a geriatric pregnancy after the age of 35. But when I think I got pregnant when I was like 22. Y'all, let me tell you something. Being pregnant looks so much easier when other people are doing it. Tell me why I had hyperemesis and I was hella sick. I lost 50 pounds during my pregnancy and I was throwing up so much. Like, it was pretty much like I had morning sickness the whole time. That's what hyperemesis is. It's excessive vomiting. I lost 50 pounds. My pregnancy became high risk. I stayed in the hospital 3 different times. My longest stay, I think, was like 7 days. I was going through it when I was pregnant. And I was like, this looks so much easier when other people do it. And then when it was my turn, it was like, it was terrible. I ended up having to stop working. And I went back to work and I was like walking around. I was hurting, y'all. Somebody was like, are you okay? I was like, hell no, I'm not. I'm pregnant. I gotta wait till the end. But you know what? Every time I would do a sonogram, it would be totally fine. I was the only one that was suffering. And then Hawk said I was 30 was my last one. Hawk said, me too. Whenever I go home, Angel said, whenever I go home, I'm going to try some perch or bass with homemade pre-soaked vinegar and salt, deep fried steak fries, and coleslaw. Angela is hungry. Yeah, that's good though, because if you're hungry while you're in the hospital or when you're going through something, medically, that means that you still have an appetite. So that's good. What is pre-soaked vinegar? I have never heard of that before. Or I've never tried that to like soak my food in vinegar. But yes, y'all, when I was pregnant, I was going through it. I was like, man, get this baby up out of me. And then Ava didn't even want to come out. I was pregnant for 42 weeks and 5 days. I'm like, what the fuck? But then as soon as she came out, and I had to take nausea medicine around the clock. As soon as I had the baby, all the symptoms went away. I was just like, this is terrible. They said if I get pregnant again, I have an 85% chance of having hyperemesis. I'm like, what? So if I get pregnant again, there's a possibility that I could be sick during my pregnancy. So with that being said, I'm like scared to get pregnant again. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And then it's like I just didn't have a good experience with the baby daddy, with the husband, and I was just like, ooh. So I'm kind of scared. Like when people be like, "Oh, you want to have my baby?" I'm a cute kid. First of all, there's way more that needs to go into a kid than it being cute. Then when people say that, it's so stupid to me. It's like that's how you know they're not a real parent. You're talking about I make cute kids, bitch. I'm pretty. My kid's gonna be cute because I'm cute. I'm not really worried about that part. But you worried about how a kid looks. There is so much more that goes into parenting than just looks. It's crazy that people even say that. But I had somebody say that to me, like, oh I make cute kids. Angela said my grandparents soaked the fries in 1/4 or more cup of white vinegar and sea salt. Shake them off, then deep fry it. I'll have to try that. Do you think it makes the fries crispier? Because I do have a trouble with getting my homemade fries crispy. But yeah, okay, so I'm probably not gonna make, okay, this is what I'm gonna do for tomorrow. I'm gonna make breakfast, and then I'm gonna try to do maybe a panel. Oh, actually, I have to braid Ava's hair. Okay, I'm gonna make breakfast tomorrow, and I probably won't do any other live streams because I just remembered that I have to braid Ava's hair. And then on Friday, I want to do the burger bar that we talked about. I finally got the stuff for it, but I totally forgot about how I had to braid Ava's hair tomorrow. So I'll cook breakfast. I'll wake up early with you guys and make breakfast. And then you guys probably won't see me again until Friday because I gotta do her hair. Ava got a big head too. My baby got it. Okay, so Ava's head don't look big, but it's like big in the back. But that's my baby though. She grew into it. But she got like her head is like a regular sized person almost. She has a lot of hair too. But I forgot I have to do Ava's hair. So I'll probably just do one live stream tomorrow. And then I'll try to come back on Friday with the burgers. I'll have to try that, Angela, because like when I make my homemade fries, they don't get crispy like that. So how long do they soak them for? You said, yeah, how long? Ava left and got up out of here. She got up out of here quick. Okay, there's 2 cookies left. I'm gonna say 1 flavor. Roll them around for several minutes. Okay, so Q said I did not eat sweets. I wish I was that way. I wish I was that way. I love me some sweets. It's like my guilty pleasure. But I wish I didn't like sweets. I feel like if you don't get started on sweets, you're better off. But once you get started on sweets, it's all bad. Keith, what do you like to eat? Cause Keith been over there watching from the clouds. Keith, are you working or something? I be thinking that you gone, but you over there watching from the clouds. And where you watching from? Okay, so I'm gonna clean up the kitchen for the rest of my night. And I have to clean up the kitchen. Like I have to. And then it's like when I do my next live stream and I'm gonna cook, it's easier to do that if the kitchen is clean. He said I work every day. He said I'm a working man. Okay, where you? I thought you told me where you work at earlier, but I forgot. He said I work every day, 7 days a week. I'm having a bad hair day. It's just like it's everywhere. Let me see. Dang, yes, I love sweets and peppers way too much. I might do some bantu knots in my hair so it can be curly for tomorrow, but we'll see. Keeps that 6 days a week. Okay, my favorite soda, I think, is definitely Sprite. I try to stay away from soda and do like, well, normally I do coffee and water. Like that's kind of like, but I don't know. There's a coffee pot here, but I haven't been drinking coffee. I probably won't have coffee again until I get to Vegas. But sometimes I try to like go without coffee because you know when you like, you drink coffee and you're like putting off the sugar and you're like, okay, this is getting just as bad as everything else. Okay, I will admit, when we first got to this new location, we didn't have any food yet, like, because we didn't go to the store. So we got Domino's 2 days in a row. And then, like, when we ordered Domino's, we ordered the soda. So after that, I was like, Ava, we need to drink some water. But I'm working on a video that I'm going to put out on my other channel, Time for Tea, about the Charlie Kirk situation. And I'm only going to do one live tomorrow because I forgot I got to braid my daughter's hair. So I'll try to put out, I need to make a video for this channel. Let's see if there's any stories going on about anything food related. And yeah, I need to make a video for this channel, but I'm going to finish up the video for my other channel. All I have to do is upload it about that Charlie Kirk situation. I will keep you guys posted on what goes down because y'all know Chef Big Bank loves the news. I like to watch the news a lot, which is why I started the Time for Tea, because I like reporting on those type of stories too. It just, this is not the right platform, so I made another one. Angel said that new zero sugar coffee creamers are very good. What brand is it? Okay, so I think I tried the Coffee Mate. Not the zero sugar. It was like sugar free. But okay, somebody was telling me that sugar free and zero sugar are different. Oh, Keith said I'm cooking chili beans. Okay, Keith, you a working man. You know how to cook. How old you is? Uh, yeah, working on the Charlie Kirk video. I'm gonna make up a see if there's anything crazy going on with food, and there always is. Stuff be going down with people who be going to get their food. And it just seems like you're supposed to go and order your food, but a lot of stuff be happening in the meantime and in between time. I know Waffle House got something going on. Waffle House always got a controversy going on. But yeah, I'm gonna make some videos. I'm gonna do the live in the morning. We're gonna make breakfast. Okay, these are the ingredients that I have and that I'm working with. I have eggs, tomato, onion, lettuce, grits, and pancake mix. This is what I was thinking. I was thinking about, what about a veggie omelet? Okay, keeps that 49. Okay, sugar daddy. I was thinking about, what about an omelet, pancake, and grits? Or is that too much? Or should I just do a veggie omelet and grits? Probably just a veggie omelet and grits. Okay, Angela said they are different. Zero sugar has no aftertaste. Okay, I feel like sugar-free stuff always has a weird aftertaste. That like after you drink it, you have like this weird taste on your tongue. And so I think my cousin was saying that sugar-free and zero sugar are different. Because zero sugar means absolutely no sugar. Sugar-free has a little bit of sugar in it. And I think that's what she was trying to explain. And so she had, I think it was a zero sugar Pepsi that she gave me. And it did taste different. Okay, sounds like a menu for tomorrow. Okay, so the veggie omelet and the grits. What about the pancakes? Is that too much? And I gotta update the recipes for today before I get too backed up. Before I get too behind. I used to always like, let me move the table a little bit. I used to always write my recipes down, but I don't like it now because I have a pen, and I don't like writing my recipes with a pen. But I need to write it down, put them on there so that we can move on. Angela, I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad to see that you tapped in with us before and after, like, and I'm happy to see you. Very happy. I'll be happy to see people that I haven't seen in a while, or like certain people that I know have a lot going on. I'm always, happy to see a follow-up. Okay, so Angela said too much with the grits unless it is an option to serve either. Oh, okay. So you're saying do the veggie omelet and the pancakes? Okay, we could do that. You're right. We can throw the grits to the side. We could just do the pancakes and the veggie omelets. I wish I had like some breakfast potatoes, but I don't. I do have some fries, but is that weird? Should I do a veggie omelet and some fries? Okay, Angela, I'm gonna make the cinnamon roll pancakes when I get back to Alaska because I have this cinnamon sugar that's already mixed together. And I don't want to buy too much food because I'm leaving in a couple of days. Not a couple of days. Let me see. What day is it? Okay, I'm leaving in 14 days. So I don't want to buy too much food, but I am going to do the cinnamon roll pancakes when I get back to Alaska. I have the gallon size bags. I have the cinnamon sugar. I got butter. I got everything I need for it back in Alaska. I even have powdered sugar to make that little glaze. So in October, we will be having cinnamon roll pancakes for sure. That looks so good, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a griddle. I really want one. And then like with the selfie stick that I use, the griddle will be perfect because I have a big counter space, and I could just put the selfie stick, put the griddle down there, and then y'all could be looking at the pan. But even if we don't have the griddle, I still have a good frying pan that's like a flat. Ooh, Angela said too, mini pancakes. I know, mini pancakes are so cute. Anything mini is always cute. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this because now I gotta eat like 10 of these, but this is cute, ain't it? But yes, the cinnamon pancakes, cinnamon roll are they called cinnamon roll pancakes? Are happening in October. I have a lot of cinnamon sugar. Like, I got a big old bag of it. So I was thinking, I was like, instead of me going out and buying cinnamon and sugar, because I only have 14 days here, and like I don't want to have too much food because I'm gonna have to waste it. I was like, I could just wait till I get back home. I got that cinnamon sugar that I need to use up. So yeah, it's coming though. I love the ideals, and I never did those Big Mac tacos, but I have not forgot about them tacos. See, you know what? I want to get to a point in my career, in my chef career, where when the viral trends are viral, then I make it. But I'm always like behind the curve. That's okay though. That's okay. But yes, we're gonna have that for breakfast in the morning. I'm gonna keep my eye on the news and see what's going on with this Charlie Kirk situation, and I want to see when they are gonna get the suspect. And there also was another shooting in Utah at Evergreen High School, or it was in Colorado. But is it Colorado and Utah? Let me look it up. I could be wrong. But I thought, aren't they close? Let me just look it up before I be looking stupid on here. Okay, Utah is a neighboring state to Colorado. Okay, Utah is a different state than Colorado. Okay, and they share a border. Let me look at the map. Okay, I fixed my. Okay, they're not in the same state. The Charlie Kirk situation was in Utah. The school shooting that I'm talking about was in Colorado. It does state here that they are border states, but let me look. I have learned since coming out to the States that I don't know my geography that well, and it is very rusty. I'll be like, let me look it up real quick. Okay, Utah and Colorado are right next to each other. So they are neighbors, but it wasn't in the same place. I misspoke. And just like, if you can do a fruit compote to change up from syrup. You know what, Foodie Gang? I love y'all because I have spoiled y'all. Because I cook all type of different stuff. And right now I'm on the road. So my resources and the food that I have is limited. But you guys already know, if we were at home, y'all will be seeing the most elaborate stuff. But that is a great idea. Yes, I have spoiled y'all. And you guys are used to like my food always being a little extra. Like when I do pancakes, I do chocolate chips. I'll have bananas and strawberries. Or I'll make a strawberry compost syrup. Like, I just be doing the most. So it's my fault why y'all are just spoiled and y'all are not used to seeing me cook basic stuff. Good night, Keith. And what's up, G Honda? What's up? What's going on? I see you over there, G Honda, making that big money. Shout out to G Honda just getting monetized on YouTube, which is a big deal. It takes a lot of work. You gotta be determined. You know, you gotta get up here and fake it on some days when you don't want to. Danielle said, I'm in Colorado. We're right next door. Okay, yes, I misspoke. Colorado and Utah are next door to each other. They're not in the same state. I was confused. I looked up a map. There was a high school shooting in Colorado at Evergreens High School. And then in Utah, you had the situation with Charlie Kirk. I will be honest, I never heard of Charlie Kirk until this whole thing happened today. But I have done a little bit of research and I can see how he has some people triggered. But it is no justification to ever resort to violence because you don't like what somebody said. That's crazy. Oh, and I think I remember some banana foster pancakes you make. Girl, I make everything. You know what I saw on this menu that I want to make? That sounded so freaking good. Banana caramel French toast. Does that not sound delicious? I want to make that one day. I was like, ooh, that sounds good. Yes, but I always make like different combinations when I do stuff. And so right now my cooking is real basic because I'm on the road and I'm having to like buy food that I already have, which kind of makes me kind of mad. And then you're like, I had to get salt and pepper. Like, I always got salt and pepper out. I had to get seasonings. So, but we are going to do a burger bar. I want to do it on Friday. It's our 6K celebration. Well, we are going to do a burger bar. It ain't going to be the same because we ain't going to be at the crib, but I'm going to do something. But yes, bananas and caramel French toast. I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. I guess kind of craving French toast. I made it once and then we went out to this diner and got some and it was so good. Ever since then, I've been kind of wanting French toast. See, this is why, oh, I got a little cookie left. By the time I leave, we done talked about food so much, I almost be hungry again. Yes, but I'm gonna keep my eye on the news. I'm gonna see what they got to say. President Trump, I guess him and Charlie Kirk were friends. He was a conservative and he was talking. I don't know if a person in that community did it, but whoever did this, they're already talking about the death penalty. I'm like, what? That's crazy. Hey, Dan. Dan, what's going on? Dan, what you talking about? And then, Angela had 2 orders of French toast yesterday. They used cinnamon roll bread. Was it good? I will be honest with y'all. The thing I love about the hospital and rehab is you're not in the best of health, but then you're getting home cooked meals or you're getting someone to cook meals for you. Versus when you go home, you gotta do it all yourself. Y'all, after I got home, after having my brain surgery, I was eating cereal. I was like, man, this is terrible. Downgraded. I was eating cereal and instant oatmeal. I said, man, I'm sick of this. Hey, Dan. He said, this just in. Breaking news man has arrived. Where you been at, Dan? Is all well with you? Are you okay? Dan, you've been missing the news. Dan, I've been having to watch real news because I ain't had you around. He said I was M. Are you still in Georgia? No, it's been a struggle lately. Yes, I'm still in Georgia. I remember we were talking when I was in Alabama. You were telling me about the zoo. Dan, I ain't made it out to no zoo. You know what I've discovered? It's too hot for me out here. I need to stay inside with the AC. But I never went to no zoo, nothing. I just been inside chilling, kind of resting and relaxing. And then I was thinking like, my balance ain't that good right now either. And then you're gonna put the hot on top of me? I might pass out. Yes, I'm still in Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be here till the 24th. And then we're gonna head to Vegas, and then we're gonna spend my birthday in Vegas. Shout out to the foodie gang, and then I'm gonna head home in October. Okay, Dan said we need to do another split screen live stream. I was talking about doing a panel show tomorrow, but I forgot that I have to braid my daughter's hair. So maybe we can do one this weekend. And Dan, I hope everything is alright with you. But maybe I'll try to do one this weekend. We'll see. I'll let you guys know on my community wall. I wanted to do one tomorrow, but I got to braid hair, so I forgot about it. Might be able to do one Friday or Saturday. Let y'all know. The panel shows are hard because sometimes everyone shows up, sometimes nobody shows up, and I gotta sit there and talk. Which y'all know I talk a lot, so that's not even a problem. I'll find something to talk about. Okay, Saturday. Okay, maybe Saturday. We're gonna do something Saturday. And then it's like, I love the panel shows because it's like, you pick a topic, but then when you drop the link and people come up, you just know that whatever the topic is going to be derailed, and the conversation can go all type of places. But that's the fun part about it, because you never know what people are gonna say, and we be talking about everything sometimes. Shout out to Coach Ferg. Coach Ferg be having me rolling. And Chipo. It's always a good. And then Alua Negro. Okay, Alua Negro doesn't come a lot when I be cooking. But when I do the panel shows, he will join the panel and he is so funny. And then one time I did a panel show and then he commented, he was like, yes. But you know what? That's why I like to do a little bit of everything here, because some people like the panel show, some people like the cooking, some people like the talking segments. You know, like everybody's kind of different. So, okay. Dan said, if you have a dry erase board, you could write like topics we can talk about, and then you can cross them off and move to the next one on the list. That's a good idea. Angela said you could do garlic butter with burger bar if you are tired of fries. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so for the burger bar, Dan, that's a great idea of having like certain topics that we're gonna discuss. That's a good idea. Oh, you're saying do garlic butter corn if you're tired of fries? Oh, okay. Okay. I missed the whole emoji, Angela. Girl, I missed the whole emoji. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. what I was gonna do for the burger bar, I'll tell y'all what I have. I have these 4-pack of burgers. I was maybe gonna make some bacon. I have cheddar and Kobe Jack cheese, barbecue sauce, ranch, ketchup, pickles, tomatoes, onion rings. Yeah, and then I wanted to do a West. So okay, so because I have 4 burgers, A was only gonna eat 1. So I was talking to Hawk, and she was like, "Why don't you do a burger flight?" So we're gonna make 3 different burgers. One of those burgers is gonna be a Western burger, which is the cheddar, the onion ring, barbecue sauce, bacon, right? It's gonna be the Western burger. Then for the other burgers, I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but I kind of want to make some caramelized onions too for the burger bar. And then yeah, we're just gonna make some burgers up. We're gonna be chilling and all that stuff. And then that'll be my dinner for the next couple of days. Okay, Dan said I'm thinking about doing 3 20-minute topics for 1 hour, then having a half hour after that, like a topic wrap up. That's a good idea, Dan. And just know with panels, you could plan them out. There's nothing wrong with playing your panel out. Also, if the conversation is going good, let that be the lead. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you have an idea in mind, but if you see the conversation going great, just let it flow. You know when I watched this girl who her show was so on schedule that it didn't feel natural, if that makes sense. Like she stuck to the script so well that the conversation didn't feel free flowing. And you could kind of tell she was a little bit nervous behind the camera. But you also want to make it like, even if okay, so my interviews that I do, I actually write down questions and then I give the person I'm interviewing the questions. But when I talk to them, it doesn't even sound like I'm reading off a script. And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, you don't want it to seem so scripted that it's uncomfortable or it's not like personable. Like, even if you're reading from a script and you got a topic, when you're talking to people, you don't want to sound like you're reading off teleprompter. And that was kind of how she sounded. I think she was a little nervous. She's a newer content creator. But even if you're reading off a script, you want it to feel natural. You don't want it to feel like point 1, point 2, point 3. You know what I'm saying? Because then people be like, okay. People are not gonna feel comfortable and like they're able to ask you questions. And like even for my interviews, even though I have questions, the Foodie Gang has told me like, wow, that felt like a real conversation. So it's like, even though you got a script, you don't want everybody to know you got a script. You know what I'm saying? And then Dan says, sure, I can see your script in the reflection of your glasses. Yeah. Even though I just read in the comments, it don't even seem like that. But yeah, when you be watching people's shows and somebody's there, you know how like you watch people on TV and you can just tell they're reading the teleprompter. Like they're just reading it point for point, period for period. It's very, you want to like make it feel like you're a real person, not like a robot. But that would be my only critique. And I would say this. If you are new to panel shows, if you are new to content creation, or if you're thinking about it, just do it. Just do it. That's really the only way you're gonna feel comfortable behind the camera. You're gonna get the nerves out. You just gotta do it. And then if you don't share your videos with anybody, that's okay. You can just do it and have it for yourself. You don't have to like share it everywhere like what I'll be doing. But yeah, you guys, I think that's it for this one. I'm about to get up out of here. clean the kitchen up and all that stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're glad that we see you again, Dan the Breaking Newsman. Angela, I'm happy that everything is going well for you and that we saw you twice today. I really appreciate that. We had yellow rice, garlic, baked chicken, and broccoli. It was so good. And then we had some chocolate chip cookies. But I got to clean the kitchen up. I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm going to work on getting all the recipes for today updated. I'm also going to keep my eye on the news. My Amazon wish list I just created yesterday, so go ahead and check it out. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. You already know what I say when I get up out of here. Fully gang, gang, gang. Fully gang, gang, gang. I see y'all next month. Peace.